This is a demonstration of the use of the YouTube webcam quick capture tool where you can simply record your video into your webcam on a computer or use a built USB mic for your computer, and then you can simply create a YouTube video. I'm using this to simply talk a little bit about what we're doing next week on the 25th. We're going to be talking about the whole topic of evaluating and assessing digital writing for the next 2 weeks. Your students create all these wonderful texts, but then you need to figure out some way of evaluating them and or having them self-assess these texts. Um, One of the topics we're going to talk about then are what are some useful criteria that you could use to think about evaluating the ways in which they're communicating with with their audiences. Certainly, there's some major differences in terms of using a blog or wiki or podcast from the traditional print essay where you might simply use a six-trait scoring guide. So we need to talk about that. We also need to talk about use of tools that you can use digital tools for evaluating students' writing, such as comments or audio feedback or online synchronous chat, peer reviews, and so on. These are discussed in the book chapter. But we'll also have two guest speakers who come in the last part of class, Linda Clements and Kristen Jamson from the University of Minnesota Center for Writing, who will talk about their use of an online tutoring feedback site. On that site, students can submit their papers and they get some feedback from a tutor, and then they meet online in a virtual conference where the students can see their writing, the comments of the tutor, and then the student can make revisions. So it's a really nice feature that they're going to share. So this is again an example of a use of your quick capture on YouTube, and now it's time for you to try it yourself.